Travelers, get ready for a new hit to your wallet. Flying without a real ID now comes with a price tag. Good evening and thanks for joining us. I'm Steph Roche.
I'm Carlo Cicchetto. The TSA announced today that anyone trying to fly without a real ID will have to pay $45 just to get through security.
CBS 8's Richard Allen is live at San Diego International Airport, where many passengers are calling this new fee an unwelcome surprise. Richard?
Well, Steffi and Carlo, that's right. Now, passengers have been required to show their real ID when they're flying since May, but those who either don't have the real ID or another acceptable form of ID like their passport, they've still been able to get through security with some additional screening and a warning. But that warning will soon be turning into a fee.
It stinks.
Some flyers are not on board with the TSA's plan to charge $45 to get a temporary real ID.
That's terrible. That's a money grab.
San Diegan Lisa Cornell got her real ID years ago, but still says it's not fair to charge even more to travel.
That's ridiculous. It's already expensive enough to travel and go places and just live in San Diego, not to mention having to pay extra money.
The real ID, issued by the state as either a driver's license or ID card, meets enhanced requirements required by the federal government following the September 11th attacks. Those additional requirements mean taking more documents to the DMV to verify your identity. But starting February 1st, those travelers without a real ID or acceptable alternative will have to pay a $45 non-refundable fee to verify their identity through TSA's alternative Confirm ID system, a fee they can pay online before heading to the airport. The TSA says it will cover the cost of the verification process, a cost they say taxpayers should not have to cover. Here's how it works. Confirm ID will ask passengers without a real ID a series of questions to verify their identity. Once their identity is confirmed, they receive a receipt, good for 10 days, to show at the TSA security checkpoint along with their ID. They'll then continue through security like other passengers. The TSA says that it may deny entry at security checkpoints to anyone without a real ID or equivalent who opts not to pay the $45 fee.
I think it's silly because it's just, if they can still get through with your ID, what's the point of taking $45?
It does hold up the line for everybody else, so maybe you should have done it.
Not all travelers, though, are as sympathetic to people who still haven't gotten a real ID.
$45 is not that much. I feel like we had like 3 years to do it. Like, maybe let's get it done.
The TSA says this fee is a way to encourage those without a real ID to finally get one.
Get it done. Get it done.
Get it done before you come to the airport.
Just get it done. Now, most passengers have actually gotten that message. According to the TSA, 94% of flyers are either using the real ID or another acceptable form of identification, like their passport. Also, keep in mind, the cost of getting a real ID at the DMV is also $45, and that one will last you for years.